Welcome back, Gale Force, and thank you for attending my presentation about Roy, the main character of the Binding Blade. My apologies if I sound a bit off. I'm recovering from the flu and my voice isn't quite up to par yet, but I wanted to get out this content for you nonetheless. Let's start by talking about Roy's traits. Roy, as the main character, is with you from the very beginning of the game. His bases are fine with that in mind, and his growths are pretty standard for a Lord character. Not bad, but not exceptional. As expected of a Lord character, he is a sword locked unit with 5 movement. Roy actually really isn't that bad in the earlier chapters of Binding Blade. Most other units at this time will have similar movement to Roy, and the maps aren't nearly as large as they will eventually be. Moreover, Roy has the rapier, which allows him to deal effective damage against armored units, and mounted units in the early levels are made up of mostly these and axe units. In the mid game, he can even still find some niche use against fire dragons by equipping the light brand and attacking them on the magical side. It's not recommended you have him use the Worm Slayer though, as his stats will often leave him in the danger zone if he doesn't one-shot them. However, beyond that rare use case, Roy will start to lag behind in the mid game before becoming an outright liability as your other units promote, gaining movement and stats while he sits in stagnation and struggles to keep up. So, the moment of truth. Is Roy a bad unit? No, not at all. He can offer helpful support bonuses to some of the best units in the game, retains some use in the mid game, even if it's rare, and helps out too much early on to be considered a truly bad unit. And while his promotion is incredibly late, it does allow him to come back around to being one of the best units you'll have for the final few chapters. He'll never be your best unit for the whole run, but he'll still do pretty well on average, even with his very apparent flaws. In conclusion, Roy is an overly mocked unit that does great in the early game, struggles in the mid game, and comes back around to being incredible in the last few chapters. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and click the bell if you'd like to get notified when I post a new video. A special thank you to patrons 60 Sweep and Gorilla Danny for subscribing at the Paladin tier, and Average Stat Pat and Caius Griffin for subscribing at the Great Lord tier. If you would like to have a say in which unit should receive a PowerPoint next, check out my Patreon. For just $1 a month, patrons will get to vote on a specific unit to gain a PowerPoint next, as well as get to see videos up to 2 weeks early and access to the community Discord. The links will be in the description down below, and have a great rest of your day.